Hi Noor.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Thanks a lot. I'm fine. What about you?
Good. I'm very well, thank you. Very good. It's um
I thought-
it's a bit warmer now, which is good. Yesterday when I spoke to you, I had my hot water bottle, but I don't need it today. So that's good.
That's awesome. I today is very light. Can I say lighter? Your home?
Lighter, so
I mean,
cooler?
no. I
Oh,
mean,
lighter in my home.
yes. Light is
Yes, it
is
is. It's less cloudy, so a bit more
yeah,
sunlight can come in, which is nice.
good. That's awesome.
And you're back in your home with all of your books today.
Yes, these are all my books.
All your books. I love it. It looks like a library. I remember saying that before.
Yes, yes. It's like library. So it's like organized. I mean, that before that it was like in everywhere was my book. My mom and my sister says, "Get your book out." So I thought I should organize it in a
In a
and then
bookshelf.
yeah, it's called bookshelf.
Yeah, we call it a bookshelf here. So bookshelf. So I have one over here, for example.
Wow,
Well, that's my sister's. It's not actually mine. I just put my books on there sometimes because I don't have one in my room.
that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So we call it a bookshelf. Or sometimes people put shelves on the wall, like yours. Like this is more of a freestanding one, but you can attach the shelves to the wall, like yours. And we still call
Yes.
that a bookshelf.
Okay. Yes,
Yeah,
I attach it. Oh,
attach. Yeah, that's right.
okay.
Attach it to the wall.
Attach to the wall.
Yeah. So what have you been up to, no?
Same old, same old.
Same old, same old.
Yes.
Studying.
Studying, going to gym, then came back, reading. It's like recycle,
Just
doing
goes
this all
round
day.
in a continuous loop. Well, that's good because it's good to have a routine. So what's your typical day?
Typical day. I wake up in the morning and before should I it's typical the typical day is just
So
saying all.
yeah, so what you do most days, what is your routine at home? I know
Oh,
sometimes on the weekend you might do something different and more exciting, but what would you say your typical day is? So most days, what do you do?
okay. I wake up in the morning and for 1 hour I read book and then going went to the gym or going to gym.
So, yeah, you could say if you were talking about yesterday, then you would say I went to the gym. But if you're just saying in general what you do on a day, you would say, and then I usually
In
go
routine.
to the gym.
Oh yes, go to the gym and then uh, came back and eat eating my breakfast.
Yeah, so if we're talking about yesterday, that's when you say I then ate my breakfast. But for this example, if we're just saying what do you do in general on a day, then you could talk in the present tense. Then you could say, and then I eat my breakfast, or then I would eat my breakfast, something like that.
Okay. So and then I start working on my thesis. It's my final year, which is so hard. I mean, it's
There's a
really
lot of
boring.
work to do.
Yes, yes. Especially when it's when time is like you're going to distribute the questionnaire to people who they should fill it and then came back and fill it and put the I mean put the questionnaire on a software to analyze that
To analyze. Yeah,
analyze
that's
yes
it,
to
to
analyze
analyze
it
it.
and yeah
That sounds difficult. Do you have lots of essays to write when you're doing your studying?
Yes,
Yes.
we had a lot. I mean, it was really a lot. We spend the university just writing essay. Why they are doing that?
That seems to be how university works. It just seems to be lots of reading and then lots of writing and not much practical work until you graduate. And then when you get a job, you'll find you don't need to write essays anymore, but you have to gain an understanding of how to do everything practically. And then suddenly it's a new learning curve.
Yes, of course. They are not teaching that kind of stuff that you will do it or you're getting a job.
It's always the way. It's like we say, it's like learning to drive. When you learn to drive, you learn enough to pass your test, but then you actually learn to drive properly after you have passed your test, when you have more experience on the roads. So it's sort of like graduating. You do all of this studying and writing just to get your degree, but then you learn more about how to apply that in the workplace and in the real world after you've graduated.
Yes, of course. But you're so lucky. You didn't write an essay?
I did when I was at university. We have something called a dissertation. Do you have that? I'll write it. Yeah, I don't know. It might be something that is specific to England. It's basically at the end. So in your last year of university, it's a really long essay. So it's like a project. So you put everything into this final piece of work, and it takes a long time. It usually takes from 6 to 8 months to write.
Oh, is it final paper?
It probably is. It's probably the British equivalent of, what you call final paper.
Yes. So this is why in these days I'm doing that. So thesis or final paper. So might be it's different.
Yeah, it's probably very similar, but I can empathize with you because I remember doing my dissertation and it took so much blood, sweat and tears. That's what we say. So much work. That's just
what?
And this is just an English saying, so a little idiom for you. Blood, sweat and tears. It's just what we say when you have to exert a lot of effort into something. We say, it took all my blood, sweat and tears. Yeah.
Okay, yes. For me as well, it's just in these days, this is what my big concern.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's really time taking.
When is it due? When will it be finished?
3 months.
3 months, okay.
I guess.
So you still have a little bit more time to finalize it and get it exactly how you want it.
Yes, of course. But till now, when I write it and go to professor to check that, he's just getting the pen and was doing, no, it's not good. You should do that again. No, it's not good. You should do that again. And then came back and do it again and go, no. And then came back, oh yes, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's really...
There's something else that we say in England that I think would make sense for your situation. We say we take 1 step forward and 2 steps back. Have you heard that before?
No, I don't have. 1 step forward and 2 steps.
Yeah, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. So it is just what it sounds. It's like you feel like you're making progress, and then you hand your paper in to your teacher who makes all the crosses, and then you feel like you've taken 2 steps back. So for every 1 step you take forward, you have to take 2 back. It's the idea of feeling like you're progressing a little, but then that you're sort of regressing straight after.
Yes, of course. It's like, it's one one step forward when I think, yes, I'm done now. When I go to professor, and he is doing what you said, cross
So he's
cross.
making notes on it. He's sort of analyzing it and evaluating it.
Yes, and then 2 steps back.
Correcting you as well, you could say. He's making a lot of corrections.
A lot. It's not correction.
More like
Yes.
criticism.
Yes, it's really a lot.
Oh, that's such a shame. But you'll get there. You will. He's probably doing it to help you.